Here in Western Australia, the Premier Colin Barnett has labelled the federal government's carbon tax package discriminatory, claiming it's an East Coast-centric policy. And while many households may benefit, WA industry is predicting the tax will hurt the state's economy in the long term, causing much pain for very little environmental gain.
The Premier Colin Barnett has once again taken aim at the proposed carbon tax, saying it fails to recognise WA's use of cleaner energy. While the East relies on coal to generate electricity, WA has turned to gas, a cleaner form of power generation. He says WA interests have been overlooked, including no assistance package offered to the state's emerging magnetite iron ore industry.
This will damage the competitiveness of export industries, so in that sense the state will bear a big burden of this measure. Look, there's very little attention in this given to the mining industry other than to help the coal miners on the East Coast. I mean, there's an element of discrimination in this package.
WA miners think the tax will drive investment offshore.
What's been proposed is the most aggressive carbon policy both in place or being proposed in the world. And what that means for our minerals industry is that we've taken a hit on our international competitiveness.
Analyst Peter Strachan believes the carbon tax will even impact shareholders.
I think the shareholders are the people who get hit because they'll see the costs rising and more of the free cash flow of these companies going into government coffers.
Meanwhile, the housing industry warns home buyers will pay more for their houses, with builders forced to pass on carbon costs to customers.
From our perspective, we see that the cost of a house will go up by about $5,000 to $6,000 on average for the average house and land package.
And Mr Dastlik says pricing new home buyers out of the market means less work for builders, leading to local job losses, something that both the resources sector and WA small businesses are concerned about. Mincy Chung, ABC News.